Yo guys, welcome back to another video. And this, I'm not gonna lie, this one was quite, this is a very discretionary trade. So halfway past, I made 1500 for the day. I'll just go over the trade breakdown. Honestly, these are the type of trades that I've been taking recently, more discretionary, because I'm not gonna lie, your typical A plus setups aren't always gonna appear. But this is a very like, I genuinely thought we were gonna get stopped, and I thought, fuck, like, uh, but I've just seen this play out so many times. So I just go over what I saw. So of course, high time frame, extremely bullish. Coming into market open, I was quite bullish. So we did take out our main draws. I did have this and this for higher prices, but then I saw price coming to this 1 hour fair value gap, and honestly, I did have a 15 minute. We did have a 15 minute basically that I was probably, I thought we maybe could react from it and probably push up higher. But then once I saw that the 15 minute actually did flip lower, and even on the 5 minute we did actually start displacing lower, we did have this 1 hour draw on liquidity. Not the best A plus draw, but I've seen this play out so many times. So like I said, this was more of a discretionary kind of setup. So as soon as market open, we start pushing down, and this 9:32 candle honestly gave me, you know, it gave me that, okay, we definitely want to take out this low. And just seeing how ES was moving as well. ES was also displaying lower as well. Um, so yeah, so I did kind of sell at the bottom, but honestly, I did have a fat stop. So I entered with 15 micros. The SL was for $1,000, and the take profit for, I think, was about 1,000 as well. But then I realized, like, damn, I think, like, once this draw gets taken out, that's only 1,000, and I might have to hold to 1.1, 1.15, and I don't even know if price is gonna just take this draw and just reject higher. So I just start adding extra contract sizes. So altogether, I think I put in about 20 micros, so about 2 mini altogether. Price probably would have hit take profit, but I thought, you know what, let me just be in and out for a quick one-to-one, so I risk about 1500 to make 1500. So once I entered, price was actually pushing up higher. Um, I did actually have a very safe stop. Um, so I think I was risking 1500, and honestly, I was actually going to lower my stop loss to about 1,000, just because, okay, at least it'll give me two trades. But I thought, no, I'm going to accept it, because, bro, if I put my stop loss lower, like, price could easily just come back to this fair value gap and wick it and then drop lower. So hence why I didn't move my stop loss. I thought, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna accept the risk. I'm gonna accept the $1,500 and just hold it on, and it is what it is. And that's what I did well. I stuck to the risk, and then we pushed up higher, got this nice retrace back into this moment fair value gap, and we saw this place lower, and literally in basically one candle, price take profit for 1,500. And yeah, if I did just risk 1,000, I would have still been in this position waiting for this to get. This is probably gonna get edged, so that would piss me off low key. So I'm happy that I did risk, heavy on this position. Um, to be fair, there was a nice entry. So even if you didn't take this one, this was quite a ballsy entry. I'm not gonna lie, this is quite discretional. But once price pushed up higher and we saw this kind of flip here, maybe on the 30 seconds, this could have been a solid entry, like enter mid candle for that draw, and that could have been, your 1 to 1.5 there. But I don't know, I think calculating the lot size would have been low key tough. But yeah, so obviously, honestly, this position could have turned the other way. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just seeing the way price is moving. I've just seen this happen so many times. You are in a high time frame PDA, and just based off the way the 5 minute is moving, like 5 minute is completely displacing through this 5 minute fair value gaps. So you just push lower. 15 minute starting to disrespect this 15 minute bullish BC, and that was basically the sign for me to take the short position, because we did take out our, honestly, two major draws on liquidity as well. And for me to look for longs coming here, it would have just been, I don't know. We start pushing up market open at 8:30 pre-market, so I was okay with the idea of taking shorts. So yeah, like I said, is this something I would take on my XFA? Probably not. Especially kind of entering at the low. But is this something I would take on my XFA once you start waking up higher, then we start displacing lower? Yes. So GG. So obviously, if I did take this mid entry candle, that would have been 1500 as well. But yeah, so solid way to end the day. I think tomorrow is a bank holiday, so no trade tomorrow. And what do we have Friday? I think Friday probably no trade as well, just because it's probably going to be slow Friday as well. But I'll just go on my stats. So it's not 9 positions, it's one singular position for 50 micros, and I added like 8. So yeah, so I added about, yeah, just to get that $1,500. But yeah, so price looks like it's flushing down. Where else could we have a re-entry? I think here just a bit chop to this draw, maybe mid candle here. But yeah, so I'm happy we did catch the sell. Like I said, not A plus, not your typical A plus. This is definitely more of a reversal type of setup, but just using logic and just basing off how price is moving. We did have good volume in the market. Just basing off the 5-minute and 15-minute, just based on the 5-minute and 15-minute, the way we're disrespecting every single fair value gap, and we've got the 1 hour gap to fill. That's simply the reason why I did take it. Like I said, maybe I should have been a bit more careful and maybe entered mid candle. Maybe this was a bit too premature, so maybe I can definitely take a lesson from this. But apart from that, I think the reason why this did play out is because my stop loss placement was very good. Honestly, if I did end up lowering my stop loss lower, I would have actually lost the trade instead of winning it. So that's 1500, and like I said, no trade tomorrow, and most likely no trade on Friday. But yeah, my brother's in the view in the thingy. Have you got anything to say for YouTube?
Me.
Hey, what the hell? Yo, he's capping. Well, that's it.